Hello, Jumbo, my good people. How are you doing today? I hope you had a good day, or you had a good night, or you had, or you're having a nice afternoon wherever you are. I'm your host, Diana Mekubo, and today we are going to look at some of the important phrases that you can learn before visiting Kenya. So, stay tuned, tell me where you're watching us from, and we will send you some greetings. Yeah. So, today, okay, or have you ever had a dream of visiting Kenya? Have you had a dream of visiting Kenya? Or imagine arriving at the airport, meeting, friendly locals, ordering delicious food or asking for directions in Swahili. Now, today we are going to learn 20 simple phrases but very powerful, and that will help you get confident and connected during your visit in Kenya. You don't need to be fluent, you don't need to be fluent, just phrases, few phrases can go a long way. So, if you are ready to learn these phrases, sit comfortable, take notes if you can, and let's proceed. But before we even do that, you may ask yourself, why should visitors even learn Swahili or little Swahili before coming to Kenya? What do you think? Why should you learn a little bit of Swahili phrases before you come to Kenya? You know, English is actually very widely spoken in Kenya, especially in the cities, schools, hotels, and many businesses. Many business people, sometimes they do use English. However, speaking even little Swahili can make your experience to be, to feel more richer. You know, it shows that you actually respect the local people, and also it will help you get connected to the people that you're going to meet. And it often brings, warm smiles, and friendlier conversations. I believe that when you want to visit, you'd want to connect with people well. You'd want them to, to feel, you'd want to feel warm around them that, hey, I'm also speaking the language, Now, let us look at these few phrases that will help us. Uh-huh. So we have hello. We can use jumbo, which is mostly commonly used by, visitors, or habari, which is a greeting that is used every day. So you use jumbo with people you don't know. So yeah, you use jumbo with people you don't know, and you use habari in everyday conversation. So you'd say habari yako, which means how are you? And you'd say I'm fine or nzuri. Yeah. So nzuri to mean that you are doing well. Okay, you'd say thank you, which means asante. So if you're watching me right now, please type Asante on the comment section so that I know that you are following. Yeah. But now you may ask yourself, why is, a greeting so important in the Kenyan culture? Yeah, I know many of us may ask ourselves like, why is greeting important in the Kenyan culture? You know, in Kenya, greeting people is considered, polite, respectful, and many conversations begin with just a simple habari. So we greet people before getting into the main point or the main conversation. Mhm. So, and if we take time greeting people, remember it is going to be a great moment for you to build a rapport with that particular person that you want to talk to or you want to have a conversation with. Okay, let's look at another one. Other phrases that we have. We have please, tafadhali. We use tafadhali when asking for something politely. So, yes, if you come to Kenya and you want to ask for something politely, you'll say tafadhali. For example, tafadhali naomba maji. Mhm. We'll say maji tafadhali. Water, please. That is you being polite. Another word that you can use is you are welcome, which means karibu. Uh, you know, and when you say karibu, when you say, okay, karibu is a response of thank you, which is asante. So asante, karibu. Another way of being polite is saying excuse me, which is samahani. So we use samahani to get someone's attention, or when you want to pass by. Excuse me, samahani. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Another one that we have is ndio ama hapana. Ndio ama hapana. Mm-hmm. So someone may ask you, je, una chai? Mm-hmm. You say, ndio, nina chai. Je, ni mbali? Is it far? Hapana, si mbali. No, it's not far. You see? Simple, right? Okay, let's jump into another or other words that we can use. Now, imagine that you get lost. So don't panic. Learning a few direction related phrases can make asking for help much easier. So if you get lost, please don't panic, because if you know little phrases in Swahili, it's going to make asking for direction or asking for help to be much easier. Okay, where is maybe you're looking for a church. Mhm. So you say iko wapi? So where is? Okay. For example, hospitali iko wapi? Where is the hospital? So where is, which means iko wapi. Now we see we also have hospital, which is hospitali. And then we have another one, bathroom or toilet. Yeah, hii ni choo. Tunasema ni choo. Basi you could say choo iko wapi? Where is the bathroom? Another one we have uwanja wa ndege. Uwanja wa ndege is airport. So you would say uwanja wa ndege uko wapi? Uwanja wa ndege uko wapi? So if you get lost, please don't panic. Just use those fewer phrases that you know about asking about direction to ask for help. Okay, let's move forward swiftly. Now, you are here in Nairobi, Kenya, or any other city or county in Kenya, and you want to order for food. How will you do it? So, I would like to say ningependa. You say ningependa chai. Aha. So you use ningependa and then you say that which you want. So ningependa chai. Maybe if you want water, you say ningependa maji. But again, remember to be polite. So we would say ningependa maji tafadhali. You'll say I would like water, please. Or I would like tea, please. Ningependa chai tafadhali. And if you want food, you say ningependa chakula tafadhali. So Kenya has amazing foods, and knowing these fewer phrases can make ordering food to be easier and more enjoyable. So remember to know all these phrases because they are actually very, very important. Let's move on. Now, you ask yourself, what if I'm in Kenya and I need help? What will you do? You know, these phrases that we are going to look at right now here, they are, very, very useful in emergencies or when you need assistance. Help! Nisaidie tafadhali. Help me, please. We have another one. I am sick. Naumwa. So we use this when we are not feeling well and we want help. Okay. So another phrase is I need a doctor. Ninahitaji daktari. Ninahitaji daktari. I need a doctor. Ninahitaji daktari tafadhali. And then the last phrase is call the police. Pigia polisi simu. Pigia polisi simu. Call the police. Now, I want us to look at a scenario. Imani is in Kenya now. Let's see how she uses these phrases to talk to the local people. And let's remind ourselves of these fewer phrases that we have learnt because they are going to be very, very useful. This is Imani's first day in Kenya. Now, today we are going to meet Imani. Imani is visiting Kenya for the very, very first time. Let's follow her journey and learn some few useful, Swahili along the way. Now, as you see in that picture, this is Imani arriving at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in Nairobi. She's so excited, but a little bit nervous. I know we all get nervous sometimes, but as time goes by, we become very, very familiar to some of these things. So she's very, very excited, but a little bit, you know, nervous because she doesn't speak much Swahili. She walks into immigration, she smiles and says, Jambo, which means hello. The immigration officer smiles back and says, Karibu Kenya. Welcome to Kenya. Imani smiles and says, Asante. So we have noted that what Imani used at first. Mhm. She greeted the immigration officer. Uh-huh. And she didn't even seem tensed. It was so seamless because we say that the first thing that we do when we meet people, what we do? We greet them. And she did exactly that. And she created a rapport with the immigration officer. Now, when Imani was out of the airport, uh she took a taxi and she wants to go to a hotel. Now she asked the taxi driver, Samahani, hoteli iko wapi? Excuse me, where is the hotel? The taxi driver pointed ahead, and we can see pointing ahead and say, Ni pale mbele. Just ahead. And then we see Imani smiling. So we see Imani was polite. Imani used Samahani when she was asking for direction. She was polite, and again, she knew how to ask for direction. Iko wapi? So hoteli iko wapi? Uh-huh. If you're following, please type Samahani in the comment section so that I know we are following together. Now Imani is at the hotel and the receptionist welcomes her warmly. Imani says, Habari yako? How are you? And the receptionist says or replies, Nzuri sana. Karibu. And Imani says, Asante. Which means thank you. Now, let's continue seeing. Now it's lunchtime. It's lunchtime and Imani is visiting a local restaurant. Uh-huh. We can see Imani is actually at a local restaurant and she is trying to order food, you know. The waiter came and asks Imani, What would you like? And Imani confidently says, Ningependa chakula na maji. Ningependa chakula na maji. I would like some food and water, please. So she says, Ningependa chakula na maji tafadhali. So I would like some food and water, please. Mhm. The waiter smiles and says, Sawa, which means okay. Uh-huh. He smiles and says, Okay. Isn't that beautiful? All right, let's move and see where else Imani visited. Now Imani wanted to explore the city of Nairobi. So after lunch, Imani decided to walk around and visit local markets. But she gets a little bit lost and she politely asks, a man, Samahani, soko liko wapi? Samahani, soko liko wapi? Excuse me, where is the market? Uh-huh. And we see the woman, or not the woman, sorry, the man happily gives Imani the directions. And what do you think Imani says? So after she's been helped, what do you think Imani says? Type in the comment section and tell me what do you think Imani says after being helped. Imani alisema nini baada ya kusaidiwa na yule mwanamume? Type it in the comment section. Let me know whether you are following with me. So, Imani says asante. Imani anasema asante. Now, something happened to Imani. You know, when evening came, Imani doesn't feel well. She had a headache and a fever. And she tells the receptionist, naumwa jameni, naumwa, I am sick. And then she says, naumwa na kichwa, I have a headache. Then the receptionist asks if she needs help. And of course, yes, she needs help. That's why she went to the receptionist. Mhm. And Imani says, nahitaji daktari. Nahitaji daktari tafadhali. I need a doctor, please. And then we see later on, or not even later on, Imani is quickly taken to a nearby clinic where she receives the help that she is looking for. Mhm. Now, this marks the end of Imani's journey in Nairobi. So, the next morning, Imani is feeling much better. Before leaving Kenya, she thinks to herself, I only knew a few Swahili phrases, but they helped me make friends, ask for direction, order food, and even get help when I wasn't feeling well. She smiles and says, Asante Kenya, nitakuja tena. Aha, Imani anatabasamu na kusema, Asante Kenya, nitakuja tena, nitarudi Kenya tena. Thank you Kenya, I will come again. Do we see now how these phrases are actually very, very important? We can use them in our day to day conversations. And if we do that, we are going to be more conversant with them each and every day. Mhm. Now, let's remind ourselves those phrases. We have jambo or hello. Habari yako. Nzuri sana. Thank you. Asante. Uh-huh. Another one that we have when we are being polite is please, which means tafadhali. You are welcome. Karibu. Samahani. Excuse me. You also have ndio ama hapana. Yes or no. Let's look at other ones that we can learn. Now, this is when you are asking for direction, when you get lost. So, iko wapi? Where is? So we can say, shule iko wapi? Kanisa liko wapi? Hoteli iko wapi? Hospitali iko wapi? Choo iko wapi? Na uwanja wa ndege uko wapi? We can use all that when we want to ask for direction, when we are lost. And then we have another one here. Now, when you are ordering food, so I would like ningependa. So, ningependa maji tafadhali. I would like water, please. Ningependa chai tafadhali. I would like tea, please. Ningependa chakula tafadhali. I would like food, Please, and remember, we said learning these phrases are going to make it, easier and very enjoyable when you are ordering these foods or when you try to speak like a native or when you are speaking with natives. Okay, so the last phrases are: this is when you need help. We all need help, and don't be afraid of asking for help. So, nisaidie, help me. Nisaidie, help me. I am sick, naumwa. Mm. Ninahitaji daktari. I need a doctor. And then the last one, pigia polisi simu. Call the police, please. Yeah. So, if you are planning on visiting Kenya and you don't know where to start, you can learn these 20 phrases that are going to help you navigate through Kenya. Or if you need help in learning these phrases, you can reach us at you can send us an email at learn at tayari.live, and we'll be so happy to help you in preparing for your journey to Kenya, because I'm pretty sure when you learn these few phrases, they are going to be very, very helpful to you. hmm Okay, now what I wanted to remind us is, learning a language is not about knowing, every word in the dictionary. No, it's not about knowing all those words in the dictionary. It's about having the confidence to connect with people, you know having the confidence to connect with people, ask for help when you actually need it, and then experience the new culture even more deeply. Yeah. Even, few Swahili phrases, can make your journey to be, safer, smoother, and much more memorable. I don't know, we all want this. We want our journey to be actually very fulfilling, and it starts by you learning these few phrases because they are going to come in handy. Mm? They are going to come in handy when you are here. Now, I have a question for us. I have how many questions, man? Maybe three. So now, if you were to visit Kenya tomorrow, which word or which phrases would you learn first? Type it on the comment section and tell me which phrases you learn first if you were to come to Kenya tomorrow. Please, I want us to interact and see it on the comment section, and I'll read them all to you so that we get to know the types of phrases people want to learn out here before visiting the beautiful magical Kenya. Okay, so that is question number one. Now, um, have you ever wanted or have you ever traveled to a country where you didn't speak the local language? Have you? Have we? Have we ever traveled to a country where we didn't speak the local language? What happened when you are there? Well, there language barrier with the people you are talking to. Maybe you go to the shops and you actually don't understand each other, and then you regret saying, "Oh, I wish that I learned this. I learned, few common words so that I can use in my communication." So, don't let your journey to Kenya be like that. Learn these few phrases, and I am pretty sure that your visit is going to be very, very memorable. Yes, it will be very memorable, and you will live to remember that trip because it was very, very fulfilling. Mhm. So, um, as we now close, I'd like us. I would like to remind us about the Swahili camp, the Tayari Swahili camp that we have this coming August, and I promise you it is going to be the amazing, amazing Swahili camp your children can ever be to, because we come with a lot of fun in learning the language. And you know, the most catchy thing is they won't even realize that they're learning it, because they are going to, have a lot of fun, and then later on they realize, I just spoke Swahili. Is that not one thing that you'd want for your kids? So don't deny them this lifetime opportunity. Remember, we are giving them their pride, their identity, and their roots that they are going to, pass it from one generation to the next. So remember, you don't need to know a hundreds of words before visiting Kenya. No. Learning just a few phrases can actually help you communicate, show respect, enjoy a deeper connection with the people you visit. Isn't that amazing? So, if you enjoyed this live stream, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Uh-huh. And here at Tayari.life, we are making Swahili to be practical, fun, and accessible to everyone. So, asante sana, and see you in the next live stream. Kwaheri!